Hi all, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great wherever you are in the world. It's coming up to Christmas soon, and we've just had a lot of rugs and things like that. So hope you weren't in a lot of those rug plays. Somebody just asked me to kind of review Knowledge Era. I can't really review it because I don't have an invitation code, but I kind of looked at some other people who'd reviewed it and things like that. And basically, it's what's known as a click a button Ponzi scheme. So it's definitely a Ponzi scheme. From what I can gather with this knowledge era, you've got to basically click a button a few times and complete a few tasks each day. Okay. So you pay your money and you'll get paid some back. It's basically a Ponzi scheme, okay? But I have noticed there's a lot of these kind of projects where you have to click something. Okay, so you sign up, you click something, and then you get paid a small amount back. All right. So Get GXL, for instance, was focusing on Trinidad and Tobago and oh, Puerto Rico. And what you had to do there was basically click a button to choose your product and put it on this shelf. And that was it. You clicked a button. So if you had 20 products, you'd click it 20 times and click those 20 products into existence effectively. All right. And then someone would buy them. Okay. And obviously the products never existed. There was no actual products there at all. But the fact is, by clicking a button, it made you feel like you were doing something. Okay. And therefore, if you feel like you're doing something, and this is what's clever about these click a button Ponzi's, it makes you feel like you're doing something and therefore you deserve a reward. But it's nonsensical that just to click a button 5 times or 10 times or whatever it is will earn you whatever, $5. I mean, if we could all just click a button 5 times and earn $5, we'd be doing it all day. But the fact is, we're having to pay $1,000 to get into a project or $500 or whatever the starting amount is. Okay. And that's what these click a button Ponzi's are like. They use this clicking a button process to distract you from it being a Ponzi scheme. If you just use like critical thinking and think this is just complete nonsense, then you can sort of see past all the clicking a button thing and see that it could be a Ponzi scheme. Um, but another thing about these click a button things, click a button Ponzi's, is that they seem to be focusing on countries. So I've got a little list here. So GoTick featured in Colombia. There's one called VCCP that was in Colombia. Get GXL was Trinidad and Tobago and Puerto Rico. Ant Ranch was in South Africa. eCreator was in Zimbabwe. CoStech was mainly Morocco and also UK. ITP, UK. And there's a couple of others here, WDC, Quantify, and Fluxon, not sure where they were. But all of these click a button Ponzi's got big because they were put in Facebook groups. So it was all friends and stuff telling each other. It was people that aren't really savvy, if you like. I would say low financial IQ people who just want to make a quick buck or they want to make a load of money quickly. They just want an easy way of making money. And the fact is, there isn't really no, in general, there's no real easy ways of making loads of money. And the fact that you have to sort of click a button a few times to make easy money should be a red flag to you, okay? Because you shouldn't be able to make that money that easy. So this knowledge era that someone asked me to review is just another click a button Ponzi that you should avoid. And people just need to start thinking about these things because they seem to be coming from China. If you look at some of the code, the very top of the code, you'll see some sort of Chinese fonts and things like that in there. So it seems like the Chinese are just, cut and paste job really, and just keep on shoving it out there to different countries. So rather than sort of tackling sort of the whole world with one project, they're sort of going with these projects in one country and maybe slightly tweaking things and going back into the same country, or just moving on to the next country. And so you think about all the countries that have got the sort of countries you tend to go for are these like Colombia, Trinidad and Tobago, Zimbabwe. I'd say low financial IQ kind of areas, countries where families are important, that interacting that kind of way where you're talking from family member to pass on these information of how you can make quick buck. Okay, so it's Facebook, it's TikTok, it's that kind of those kind of groups that these Chinese scammers are targeting. So I don't know what the solution is. I mean, people have just got to, make people aware. I've seen some like radio shows on TikTok and stuff like that, trying to get people more aware. And I think that's the only way forward. But I think the only way that people are going to learn is to get scammed by this, which isn't, it's not the ideal solution. Lose $500 and that's taught you a lesson kind of thing. We don't want everyone on the planet to lose a $500 or $1,000 just to learn a lesson. It'd be nice to learn the lesson without losing all that money. But this seems to be prolific at the moment. So yeah, try to avoid the click a button Ponzi scheme. All right. Catch you later.